Today felt really hard. There are some days where all I want to do is stay in bed, curled tight under the blankets, and completely shut the world out. I don't want to have any responsibilities or be the sole source of comfort, food, or entertainment for anyone. There are some days where I just want to be, to exist without expending, to float, be completely selfish and in the moment, and not in charge of quelling the constant chaos. Like a piece of furniture, there are days where I just want to be in the space without having much attention drawn to me. I just want to exist and be still. But I know that's not realistic. Life nowadays isn't like that. Nowadays, I need to be on from the minute I wake up till the moment I crawl back into bed at night. Nowadays, I manage not only my life and my business as a self-employed artist, but also the life of two little people. Tracking their doctor visits, scheduling flu shots, dentist appointments, schools, teachers, their needs, their fears, their tantrums, their desire for independence. All this constantly swirls in my brain, burrowing holes in the folds, making a home and living rent-free in my mind. It's a lot, and that's okay. I'm not here to complain. I know how lucky I am to have the life that I have with two beautiful kids who make my whole world turn. I also recognize how easy it is to put myself and my creative expression on hold. Having dramatic tantrum-filled mornings really puts a wet, heavy damper on my artistic spirit. Because, really, who wants to make anything after they've felt defeated and absolutely drained from exhaustion? The answer is nobody does. Yet, I know my story's not unique. Many people out there are just as busy dealing with their own versions of trial and error, scraping by till they can crawl back into their beds and turn off. But living a life like that is really not a life. It's drudgery. And it's this reason why I paint, to clear my brain and shake out the pesky responsibility bugs that nest there, where I can take care of myself and turn off my logical practicality and instead explore and just be. Painting is like my journal entry for the day. I put down in strokes what I'm feeling, my hopes, my dreams, pretty much anything that pleases me. I have that freedom to do that here on my terms. That's the beauty of art. A place that welcomes with open arms and tells us that we'll be okay, where mistakes are encouraged and the inner child can play without judgment. Lately, I've started to make art that involves a lot of what I like to call nonsense, making lots of meaningless strips, scratches, and scribbles that don't seem to have much of a point besides looking really messy and incoherent. And right when everything seems lost, a face will emerge from that chaos of scribbles, breathing through the muck, daring to exist among all that noise. And the faces that I tend to paint are really introspective and at peace, almost like they're accepting their existence among the messy marks of my pens and brushes, and are thriving as a result. And I've just come to realize that my painting is becoming like my own vision board, literally demonstrating to me how I can live a fulfilling life in peace despite the nonsense and anarchy that's around me. Because, let's be real, our days will never be a blank canvas. We will always start our day in a messy circumstance. There will always be something, and if I make it my mission to avoid inconvenience and the drudgery, I turn my back on the very gift that it is to be alive. It is up to me to show up for my day and smile in spite of it, to find contented joy amid the messy floors, the screaming, the tantrums, the crayon lines on the wall. So, to anyone who is feeling the weight of life and its demands, know that you are not alone, and that despite it all, you are worthy of love and respect. You are a deeply beautiful soul who thrives, especially because of how imperfect you are. Because in your turmoil, you find your bliss.